Colin?
Hey, Dru, what do you remember about this Tennessee team from last year, and what are you guys keying in on this time around this year?
I think what I remember most is just the post presence that they have. They like to get the ball inside, and also that they play really hard defensively. They're a good defensive team. So I think just focusing on keeping that ball out of the paint, keeping it out of the post, scraping it out if it does get in there, and then just working hard on the defensive end, getting stops. I think that's kind of what we're focusing on.
Eric?
Hey, Dru, obviously I don't think the Illinois or Bradley game are what you would consider your best with the last two. What have you kind of seen from your game in those that you think, okay, can quickly improve with what you've done the last two games?
Yeah, I think I just need to stay aggressive, keep trying to get in the paint and make plays, whether it's for myself or for other guys. I think that's kind of where I need to just continue to work on.
Sweetie?
What did you kind of learn last year from SEC play? Just kind of the ebbs and flows of having 2 games a week and kind of the just the up and kind of level of play too compared to the non-conference.
Yeah, I think it's you got to be prepared every night. It's not an easy task no matter who you're playing. And like you said, it's 2 games every week. You know what you're walking into, and if you come out unprepared, then you're not going to come away with the end result that you want to. So I think we just have to make sure that we're locking in every night out there.
Ben?
Hey, Dru, just how special is it to jump into SEC play and the conference season with a top 15 matchup like this and 2 really good teams that are doing well?
Yeah, it's definitely really exciting. We're excited to get back out there. Obviously, Tennessee's a great team this year. They got some experience. They got a lot of guys back. So I think we're just looking forward to kind of being a dogfight.
Gabe?
Yeah, Dru, you mentioned staying aggressive, but how conscious are you of some foul trouble that you've gotten into? And how does that change, when you get to 3 or 4, how does that change the way you have to play?
Yeah, it definitely changes it a little bit. And in the Bradley game, getting those 2 in the first half and the third one quick, just being in foul trouble kind of messes up your flow and stuff whenever you're in the game. It's hard to get into any kind of rhythm whenever your minutes are kind of coming sporadically, honestly. So I think just being smart on the defensive end, still being aggressive and making the right plays, but also just understanding that I need to stay out of foul trouble.
Has there been any kind of common theme in the games that you have gotten into foul trouble? Do you see something that you can look back on film and say, all right, I got to avoid that?
A lot of the times it's just kind of with my hands, kind of unnecessary fouls, honestly. So just making sure that I'm showing the ref my hands and keeping them out of people's way, basically.
Dave, madam?
Hey, Dru, with you guys in Tennessee being the only ranked teams in the SEC, is this a chance to make a statement in the league, or is it just too early for that?
I think we're just looking at it as this one game. Obviously, like I said, both good teams coming in, a big matchup, but I think we just kind of have to approach it like we do every other game. There's no reason to make it more than what it is.
Mason?
Hey, Dru. So with a 6-0 start and with 2 ranked wins in non-conference play, that's a pretty good start for any team. Do you believe that the team is where it needs to be entering the conference schedule?
I think we're close. Obviously, there's still stuff that we can work on. We came out last game flat. We weren't making shots. Obviously, we saw last game that we still have areas that we can improve on and things that we need to tighten up. But I think that overall, I think we're in a good spot right now.
Greg?
It's hard to believe that the season is actually just a little over a month old. How has that grind been for you compared to previous years? Does it feel like it's been longer, shorter, any different at all?
I'd say so. If you, I thought it would. Before you said that, I would definitely have said it's been longer than a month of the season starting. So I would say it definitely feels a little longer. It's definitely different. Like we have those long breaks in between games. You don't really know what's coming next. But I think we've done a good job of handling it and just kind of being prepared whenever the days do come.
Andrew Kaufman?
Drew, Coach Martin said last night that you guys got to go home for Christmas. Just how valuable was that for you and your teammates to kind of have that mental health to be able to see your family?
Yeah, I think that was definitely extremely valuable. I think a lot of everybody on the team values their family probably over anything else. So I think just getting that chance to get home, get away from it, and just enjoy those few days that we got was definitely really important.
Dude, I'm on a Zoom conference.
Colin.
Hey, Drew, looking back at that Bradley game, what were some of you guys' struggles in shooting that, getting the 2-point shot to fall? And then what's the challenges with Tennessee, which is a pretty good shot blocking team?
Yeah, I think just getting in there and making stronger plays off the dribble. I think when we get in there, we're getting in there against Bradley, we were kind of going off of 1 foot and more hoping that balls were going to go in, maybe looking for fouls more than we were just trying to make the shot. So I think just concentrating, getting in there, and making strong plays will kind of be what we need to do.
Bennett.
Hey, Drew, when you guys were all home, were there any like Zoom film sessions as a team or things like that? Or did Coach Martin sort of let it go altogether?
Yeah, he kind of gave us those 2.5, 3 days for ourselves. So yeah, we weren't really doing much basketball.
Karen.
Hey, Drew. Happy holidays. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Hey, you guys get to go home and you come back and you're, getting ready for a huge game. How did you guys stay focused, number one, for this game? And number two, you see what happened with football and all the COVID cases, and you got to walk that straight line of, not letting anybody breathe on you practically. So how did you guys handle that? What did Coach Martin basically say to you guys to stay focused and stay safe?
Yeah, as we were all kind of making our way home, he was just let us know, like, make sure you're wearing your mask, even around your family. Obviously, he wanted us to enjoy our time, but we also have to understand that when we get back, all the same rules still apply. So just making sure that we're being as safe and as conscious as we can as far as keeping our team safe and keeping our season going as smoothly as it has so far. So I think that was really it, just trying to stay as safe as we can for those days while we were at home.
Sweetie.
Hey, Drew, when you're number 12 in the country, just coming in, maybe the preseason expectations weren't what you guys expected you guys could be. When now, kind of outside expectations meet up with where you guys think you guys are. Does that change anything in terms of just, outside pressure or anything like that?
I don't think it changes anything. I think, like you said, this is kind of what we thought, where we expected to be and what we thought we had in the locker room. So I think, I think it's something that we have to handle, and the pressure obviously comes with it. But I think at the end of the day, this is kind of what we expected and where we wanted to be.
Jack.
You're kind of building off Suichi's question. I mean, a lot of coaches kind of harp on, not reading your own press clippings when your season's going well like this. So what's been Coach Martin's message to the team about kind of managing these outside expectations?
Honestly, Coach Martin doesn't talk to us a lot about what other people are saying. He doesn't really talk much about the rankings or anything like that. So we've just kind of been operating as we normally do on a day-to-day basis.
Dave, do you have another one? Kaufman? You good? All right. Thanks, Drew.